Ravens are the biggest winners in the AFC North this offseason.
This is a team that consistently is going to be in position to contend because of how talented they are. The reality of it is those guys can play.
The AFC should watch out for the Baltimore Ravens this season.
Players in the NFL, certainly one of the best players at quarterback. They got a guy at tailback in J.K. Dobbins, who I think could be an all-pro. They got one of the best tight ends in football, a plethora of perimeter weapons, some health on the offensive line, a very good defensive line, one of the better young linebackers in the NFL, and a top 5 secondary. And no one talks about it.
Yo, what it is? Welcome back to At the Bank, the Baltimore Ravens podcast. Yo, oh man, it's been a minute since I sat down and did an episode and kick it with you. You feel me? Yo, as you probably can see a little bit, background has changed a little bit because I moved to a new location. You feel me? Me and my family is no longer residing where we was residing at before. So, you know what I mean? I'm still setting up a little bit. Still got some stuff that I want to put up, try to add in. I still ain't hooked up my microphone just yet. I still got to hook up my soundboard. But you feel me? Yo, we got a lot of catching up to do. You feel me? You know, it's been a lot going on since the last time I was up on here, yo. And as you clearly can see, as I have been talking for the longest time, ever since I had started this podcast, that these Ravens was going to be dangerous and that I don't really see a lot of teams that can really compete with us. You feel me? And it's been showing. It really has been showing. You got to sit here and think we haven't lost since the Cleveland Browns. It gave us our third loss of the season, and that's when Deshaun Watson was still healthy, but he wasn't really healthy because we went on here and put him out. You feel me? So as we are here at the last week of the season, week 18. And like I said, we got a lot of catching up because a lot of things has been happening, like the signing of Dalvin Cook. I cannot wait to sit here and talk about that. I heard a lot of people talking about Lamar MVP chatters. I'm ready to give my take on that, you feel me? And I heard a lot of chitter-chatter from a lot of Flock Nations a little bit that this looked like 2019 season all over again. You know what I mean? We fighting for the number 1 seed is not really a big deal for us. But I want to give y'all my perspective and my opinion on why I feel like that this is a different year than 2019. You know what I mean? And, of course, if you have not seen it, the tick at the bottom of the screen already, we have a game today at 4:30 against them dirty-ass Steelers, you feel me? And y'all already know, yo, that's one of the teams, if not the team, I hate the most. You feel me? So we're going to get into a little chitter-chat about that. But, look, let's start off with our new signing, you feel me, out of the free agent. And he's fresh, because he haven't really been used all year for real. Our guy now, Dalvin Cook, man. And I really think that this signing of Dalvin Cook is a good signing for the Ravens because we have lost multiple running backs. And I feel like those running backs would have made big, significant impacts into this year's offensive scheme, you feel me? Because of the simple fact that J.K. Dobbins was a versatile running back. He can go in between the numbers. He can hit the outside. He had the speed to get to the outside. He can go ahead and pass block. He can go ahead and break off of routes and be elusive and stuff like that. When he went down, we was like, oh, how we was going to try to fit this in now. Then Keaton Mitchell came along. And Keaton Mitchell was showing that he can be that dynamic running back, that he can be that versatile running back, that he can be one of them good running backs that can go in between the tackles, outside the tackles, out stretch plays, that he can catch out the backfield, and his speed and his agility was just off the charts for real. Like, could have been like thinking that he was the fastest Raven on our roster. But then he went down. You know what I mean? And now we sitting here scratching our heads like, dang, you know, where's the productivity? Where's the explosiveness and everything is going to come from the running backs that we do have? I love me some Gus Edwards. I feel like Gus Edwards is the primary starter for the Ravens. I feel like Gus Edwards is the guy that can do everything. We've seen that Gus Edwards led us in rushing this year. We seen that Gus Edwards is surprisingly was able to catch explosive big plays out the backfield. We seen that Gus Edwards is hard to bring down in tackles and stuff like that. But as you can clearly see that this offense really evolved into like a track meet almost. You know what I mean? So now Justice Hill, the guy got burners, he got speed, he a little bit elusive also, but you know, it's just still missing that home run getter that Keaton Mitchell, and I feel like J.K. Dobbins was bringing a difference to the table. And like I said, don't get me wrong, we already seen that Gus Edwards has visit the end zone multiple times. It's like damn near double digits. You feel me? We seen that Justice Hill is able to make explosive plays out the backfield when he like on like third and fourth down plays. You feel me? So you can just clearly see it's like we still just missing one more piece out of that backfield. And then this is where I think Dalvin Cook comes in, because signing Dalvin Cook to the Ravens likely means that we're adding bigger and more talent into that running back room. Because Dalvin Cook is most definitely is known for his speed, agility, and ability to make big plays. Exactly what Keaton Mitchell and J.K. Dobbins was doing. You feel me? Making big plays. And I feel like that Dalvin Cook can fit in with this offensive scheme very, very well. Because like I said, of the attributes that he's bringing to the table, Dalvin Cook, man, you already know if he can get them screens and he gets wide open and he has that good offensive lineman that he didn't have in the Jets. You feel me? Can block for him and get downfield and stuff like that, man. Home run getter. We done seen Keaton Mitchell hit a home run multiple times. We done seen Zay Flowers at the screen and let his guys get in front of him and him hitting big plays multiple times. So I feel like Dalvin Cook can also add his ability to this offensive scheme. And I really feel like that this is a good pickup at the right time, because for the simple fact, the Jets did not really use Dalvin Cook at all this year. So he's coming to us with fresh legs for real. So this it's almost like this. He haven't played all year. You know what I mean? But his stats for this year, he had 67 carries, 214 yards. He was averaging 3.2 yards a carry, 0 touchdowns. And like I said, the New York Jets had a shitty offensive line. You know what I mean? It's no doubt about that. You feel me? So you bringing him down to a team that offensive line is way better than that. Now, like I said, he's also a dual threat type running back. He can catch out the backfield. And this year with the Jets, he had 15 carries. He was targeted 20 times. He was averaging 5.2 yards a catch, and he had 0 touchdowns. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, the Jets kind of game plan went away once Aaron Rodgers went down. So it was nothing more that Dalvin Cook can really bring to the table, because Zach Wilson is not that guy, or any other quarterback they was willing to bring in was going to be that guy to can really help Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook was there to boost the Aaron Rodgers, to make sure that Aaron Rodgers can get out of his hands more quicker. And I feel like that's what Dalvin Cook can now do for the Ravens. Linebackers can't really play one-on-one with Dalvin Cook. He's going to be able to beat linebackers. And we already seen that if it ain't the San Francisco linebackers for real, and it's no disrespect to any other linebackers, but if it ain't the San Francisco linebackers or our counterpart, PQ and Roquan, I put my money on Dalvin Cook any day. You feel me? And I feel like Dalvin Cook can win those matchups. So I'm really kind of excited to have Dalvin Cook here in Flock Nation. You feel me? And I really feel like that Dalvin Cook will add to our offensive scheme. You know, he's just not just a screen type running back. He can hit the holes also. But like I said, he's going to have fresh legs. So that means he's going to be fresh. He's going to be able to be used. Now, we're not going to see him today playing against the Steelers. Simple fact that he's only signed to the practice squad just for right now. I'm pretty sure that if I'm the Ravens GM and Coach Harbaugh, that they probably going to make that switch from Melvin Gordon to Dalvin Cook, in my opinion. And I wouldn't be mad at that move, and I think that's a good move. Go ahead and use Melvin Gordon now, because I'm pretty sure that he's going to see a lot of action today. I'm not pretty sure about Gus Edwards, but I'm pretty sure Melvin Gordon's going to see some action today. So go ahead and get some juices out of Melvin Gordon. Let Dalvin Cook understand the offense a little bit more and start wrapping him up on next week bye week. Because, we're going to be sitting here waiting to see who's coming to the bank. You know what I mean? And it's going to be a really good, interesting playoffs because, like I said, we are trying to get out of the divisional round, but just not going to jump to conclusion. We're going to keep it on the Dalvin Cook. You feel me? But like I said, I really do feel like Dalvin Cook is a good signing. I feel like Dalvin Cook will add value to this offense, and I can't wait to see how Dalvin Cook can add to this offense because that's all we kind of missing is that home run getter on explosive plays coming out of the backfield. We already have, the Ravens is kind of beat up already, just a little bit. You know what I mean? And that's just the nature of having a long season. So bringing in a skill set like Dalvin Cook at this time of the season, and he's going to be having fresh legs, must I keep reminding y'all, it is going to be a good fit. I'm trying to tell y'all, you feel me? It's going to be a good fit. So, Dalvin Cook, man, welcome to the flock, man. Just make sure you always throw them big trusses, you feel me? And I cannot wait to see you on the field when it's time. When it's your time, you feel me? Speaking of time, I think it's now time to just go ahead and just give my guy this award because I really, really, really feel like that Lamar snatched this award from everybody that they just kept putting in front of him or over top of him. You feel me? I really feel like that this is the year that LJ will be MVP again for the second time. Now, he might not be unanimous MVP. I totally get it. You know what I mean? Because it was some other players that really showed their true value on their team, like a Christian McCaffrey, a Tyreek Hill, Myles Garrett, Patrick Mahomes. You know what I mean? Even though they was having a bad year, but they still showed that the value of their team is still to be needed. But, the reason why I'm clearly thinking that Lamar is MVP front runner, or he pretty much grabbed MVP already, in my opinion, is because the way that he changed tremendously. It ain't just that Greg Roman type Lamar. This Lamar looks mature, looks like he can read defense way better than before. He can make way better decisions. It ain't just about him using his legs. It ain't just about him doing this RPO, and it's all about him. That's not what it is. That's the one of the main reasons that the Ravens are kings of the AFC, kings of the AFC North, kings of the AFC, in my opinion, or the best team in the NFL is mainly because of Lamar growth. Like it's like if I wouldn't put a percentage on it, in my opinion, I feel like that the success of the Ravens percentage is based off of, I'm going to give 45% of Lamar growth. It's because of what he's able to bring to the table now. He's just not that running guy. You feel me? It's not bad for a running back. You know what I mean? Y'all trying to see where I'm going at. You know what I mean? Because every team or any person that they put above him, he went out here and checked it and got it done. Just like these teams right here. They said that the Seattle Seahawks was our first test to see what type of playoff team or what type of team that we are. And what did we do? We went out there and whooped the Seahawks ass. I'm talking about beat the Seahawks down, like the comment, like we beat them like they stole something. So then, they thought they could throw the Detroit Lions out there too. Hey, you know what? The Ravens barely escaped from the Detroit Lions the year before. They had to go off for Justin Tucker, longest field goal ever in his career, blah, blah, blah. What happened? Went out there, beat them kittens like they stole something. So then, they was like, all right, well, maybe we want the Seahawks, maybe not the Lions. But I know for the fact that the Jacksonville Jaguars will be an AFC contender, will be AFC favorite, and they probably going to give the Ravens trouble too. The rise of Trevor Lawrence and what Doug Peterson brings to the coaching staff. What happened? Went to Duval and beat some more kittens. I don't want to sound like we over here this animal beating, but I know everybody probably love little kittens and everything, but they play like kittens. They ain't play like no full grown cats. So we went in it with the Duval, Jacksonville, beat the brakes off of the kittens. So then they was like, no, you know what? That those games didn't really matter. Lamar, that was the teams Lamar supposed to beat, blah, blah, blah. Mike Florio and the rest, Ryan Clark and everybody else. Like I said, that's just the two names I can just think off top of my head right now. Pick the 49ers on Christmas Eve. On Christmas, and clearly said that the 49ers are the better team. The 49ers will give the Ravens trouble and blah, 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 and that defense and this and Mike Shanahan. And went there to California. Beat the brakes off these guys. Have everybody sitting there scratching that damn head to say, man, what the fuck? What is going on here? It's no way that this Ravens team can be this superior, this can be good, because we didn't pick them in the beginning of the season. We didn't say that they were the AFC best. We didn't say that they were the number one seed in the whole NFL. Nobody. I kept coming on here and I kept saying it. These guys need to be added as top 5. These guys should be top 5. These guys should be. I don't know why y'all keep sleeping on them. It was a couple little sprinkles of people here and there that kept saying, hey, the Ravens could be legit. But then, but after beating the 49ers for Christmas, that wasn't enough. They said, oh, no, the Miami Dolphins. It's going to be the team. They are fast. They put up 70 points on the Denver Broncos. On the Denver Broncos, who was having identity crisis. Didn't know if they wanted to sell the team, get rid of the coach, get rid of the GM, They didn't know what they wanted to do. But those almighty Dolphins put up 70 points on them, and there's a chance that they're going to do the same thing against the Ravens. Those guys didn't even get to 20 points. So, and then what's crazy about it is I'm sitting here talking about everything they put in front of Lamar. Not only did he destroy these teams, he only committed a turnover throughout all those games all those teams that I just mentioned. One turnover. Just one. That was against the Seahawks. And yet nobody wants to still give him that MVP. He just didn't. Went to the 49ers, won the top defense, right? Won the top defense in the NFL. Gave him 3 touchdowns. Went to the hottest team in the NFL, as everybody claimed it to be. Gave them 5 touchdowns. Here goes some stats to tell you why I think Lamar, MVP runner, like here's clear cut. He's got it. He should have it. Why? And why he should be put as an elite quarterback. Sit back, get your popcorn ready, because I know everybody loves stats. Here goes some stats. With 5 passing touchdowns in the game, Lamar Jackson has did it 4 times. There's only other one quarterback that did it 4 times with him, and that's Patrick Mahomes. Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert, Jalen Hurts, 0 times. Number of games with passer rating of 158.3, which is a perfect game. Lamar has 3. The next person is Josh Allen with 1. Patrick Mahomes, 0. Joe Burrow, 0. Jalen Hurts, 0. Justin Herbert, 0. The highest completion percentage in a 400-yard game. Lamar Jackson threw for 442 yards. He was 37 for 43. He threw for 8. He completed 86% of his passes. The next one is Justin Herbert at 85. Josh Allen at 81. Joe Burrow at 81. Patrick Mahomes at 76. And Jalen Hurts has never thrown for 400 yards. Lamar Jackson 2023 completion percentage. He is 67.2%. He's tied with Patrick Mahomes with that. Joe Burrow was at 66.8% before he got injured. Josh Allen is at 65%. Justin Herbert is at 63%. And Jalen Hurts, who's having a struggling year this year, is at 61%. 2023 passer rating this year. Lamar is 102.7. The next one up is an injured guy. Justin Herbert at 93.2. Patrick Mahomes 92.6. Josh Allen 91.5. Jalen Hurts 91. Joe Burrow 91. That's not enough stats for you. I don't know what else you're looking for. That's clearly showing you that that's MVP and elite status. All that from a 360 turn from a new offensive coordinator and Todd Monken. It's like that guy sounds pretty dangerous to me. That guy sounds like an MVP candidate to me. That guy sounds like he's more than a game manager than me. That guy shows me that he's an elite quarterback to me. I don't, you know what I mean? It's just like, what more do you want from this guy other than him getting out of the divisional round and him getting to the AFC championship and him winning a Super Bowl? That's 3 more things that we are asking for Lamar to do. And that's just to, go deep. And then what the crazy part is? That everybody who kept saying that he wasn't worth his money, Lamar stayed healthy. Stayed healthy this year. He was able to take care of himself. He was able to know when to slide, when to get down, what pass, when to take hits, when not to take hits, and all that other good stuff. Even when the Cincinnati Bengals was trying to play dirty a little bit, my man still got up and finished the game and have not looked at that ankle since. So it's like I'm not understanding why people are still sleeping on Lamar being MVP. He didn't show us multiple times that he's clear cut favorite of MVP this year. Clear cut. So I think that's an open and shut case when it comes to Lamar being MVP this year. Or y'all trying not to say that he's not an elite quarterback. I just gave you fun facts and everything of why that Lamar should be MVP and why he should be an elite quarterback. That's it right there. Nothing more, nothing less. You feel me? So, you feel me? Let's go ahead and moving on. And let's talk about let's really talk about this Ravens and Steelers game. Because we got a game today, and I really feel like, we got a comment. We got a comment before we get there. Welcome back, bro. With it is OG. Yes, sir. It feels good to be back, to be sitting here giving you all these stats and telling the good people why the Ravens are Super Bowl bound. You feel me? It's just my opinion, man. Like I said, it's dope to be back, and it's dope to be sitting in this chair once again. You feel me? But let's talk about this game today. The Ravens versus Steelers. And I really feel like that this game is pretty much meaningless. It's just for a couple of guys to go ahead and make a name for themselves, like Tyler Huntley, who's pretty much like on a contract deal. You know what I mean? It's almost like a make or break. Can he show other teams maybe that he can be a starting quarterback somewhere else? You know what I mean? Something in that nature for Tyler Huntley. I would love him to come back to be part of the flock again because I really feel like the Ravens always have great backups. You know, Troy Smith. We had Tyrod Taylor, Trent Dilfer. He got us a Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So I always feel like the Ravens know how to have good backup quarterbacks ready for the next phases and stuff like that. And I really feel like that Tyler Huntley is a great backup. And I really feel like and a lot of Steelers fans has been coming at me talking about, oh, we got this game. Y'all gonna lose this game. Y'all sleeping and blah blah. Look, I understand that y'all are fighting for y'all playoff lives because y'all really are. This win can really set y'all up to make the playoff. But if y'all have help by the Bills and the Colts and the Jaguars and so on, so on. So it's like, yeah, we're going to rest our starters. We're going to make sure that, you know, we don't have no freak injuries, no wild injuries, nobody go down that we really going to need when it comes to playoff time. And I heard my guy Bryson, we got a little bet going on that I feel real confident that my backups can beat his starters. And I'm very, very confident. And our bet is that if the Ravens win, he will have to come on the 8 o'clock spot. If y'all have not checked that show out, please go check that show out. Airs every Tuesday at 8 o'clock. Spot to be. But we're going to go on the show, and he will have to say big trust. You know, he's a Steelers fan. He will have to go say big trust. And if the Steelers win, I will have to go ahead and wave some type of towel. There won't be a Steelers towel. Trust me. Trust me, Flock Nation. I swear it will not be no Steelers towel. But it's probably going to be my Ravens hat, you know, and I'll wave that for him just to make him happy, you know. Other than that, though, I really do feel confident that our backups can really get it done because I really feel like that the Ravens have a complete team from the A players to the C players. I think that we draft well. I think we know how to pick up good free agent signings. I really feel like that majority of our defense might see the action. We might not see that much of Roquan and PQ. Probably not PQ at all. Probably not Roquan at all either. But you know, Jadeveon Clowney is most definitely a sack, half a sack away from him getting a nice incentive, like a good incentive. I think it's like $750,000 if he can complete, add it on to his roster money. So I'm hopefully that he can get his done. Hopefully that Kyle Van Noy can go out here and get some type of reps. You know what I mean? Just to let some of these guys feed up off energy because 2 weeks is a long week, man. It's a long week. And I really feel like that the Steelers, this game, they're gonna throw everything at us today. I really think that the Steelers is going to throw everything. I really think that the Steelers is going, because like I said, they fighting for their playoff life. We had nothing. This game is nothing to us. This game, like I say, we won't see Lamar, we won't see OBJ, we probably won't see Zay, Isaiah likely won't see too much of Gus Edwards, if any at all. You know what I mean? You're not going to really see nobody. And I'm pretty sure we're going to see Pickens. We're going to see Deontay Johnson. We're going to see TJ Watt. We're going to see Cameron Hayward. We're going to see all of their players. You feel me? You know, and it is going to be, like I said, I feel real confident that the Ravens back was going to be, because the Steelers hasn't really shown nothing this year. You know what I mean? Like, people gets mad at me when I bring this up. Like, yo, the Steelers had 500 total yards. And you telling me you can't your points is only in the teens? That's not gonna be enough to get you. That's not gonna get you enough to make the wild card in my eyes. I feel like that our players, our secondary, our second string can really the scheme is fits them also. So I really just seeing that the Ravens are just beating the Steelers. Now, it's not going to be a blowout game far as what our starters probably would have done if they would have played. It's going to be a close game. It's going to be like a 17-14 type game. You feel me? That's my prediction right there. And the Ravens will come out on top with 17 points. I really feel like that, number one, the Steelers doesn't really put up that many points. Doesn't matter who they playing against. I really feel like that the Steelers is still trying to find the identity of who they are. I understand that Mike Tomlin hasn't had a losing season since he's been a head coach and all that good stuff. Shout out to him. But I just don't really feel like that this team has a strong identity of who they are. Too much of trying to figure it out throughout the whole season to try to all of a sudden become and have an identity now. So I just really don't see that the Steelers really is going to do too much this game. Like I said, if they can throw up that many yards and not that many points, I really don't really see them scoring that many points. The only way I really see them scoring a lot of points and really them beating us is for the simple fact that our backups are really not that good. You know what I mean? That's all it's going to show, that these backups are really backups. You know what I mean? So I can just go ahead and feel real confident that the Ravens will win today. 17-14, that is my score. You feel me? We got some comments. My man OG Max saying, so do you recall telling you that the Browns was going to be there and the Bengals was not going to be in the Browns? Yeah, I can come somewhat remember you saying that. You feel me? You know, and the Browns are a tough team, and you got to hang their hats up on the Browns because the simple fact that the Browns went through so many quarterbacks, Deshaun Watson and to I forgot the rookie name. Then they went to P.J. Walker, and then they found our old quarterback, Joe Flacco, who I feel like is still a big arm and is still a guy that can get the offense job done. You feel me? So the Browns is going to be a team to not really want to see in the playoffs. I feel like we can beat them because I feel like the momentum that we have and the team that we became since the last time we lost to them. So I really feel like that the Browns will be a scary team, but not enough to scare us. You feel me? Ravens 76 BMO, salute. Happy New Year to you, my guy, man. I appreciate you hopping on here and showing your love and support. You feel me? My guy OG Max said, man, let them fans cry in them ugly yellow towels and get on. Yeah, they most definitely going to be crying. I really feel like that they're going to be boo-horn and you know, the reason why those towels are yellow is because the Ravens had pissed on it so many times. But before I get up out of here, let's give some shout outs, some big congratulations to 7 guys this year. 7 guys that made the Pro Bowl this year, man. And let's give a big shout out to Patrick Queen, Justin Amadabike, Tyler Landenball, Justin Tucker, Kyle Hamilton, Lamar Jackson, and the leader of that defense, Roquan Smith, man. Shout out to those guys for making the Pro Bowl this year, man, because y'all have played a most definitely outstanding year, man. Tyler Linderbaugh for keeping Lamar Jackson clean, only allowing 0 sacks coming from him this year. Kyle Hamilton really stepped up, showing that he's a Swiss Army knife, that he is a dog. He is a dog, man. PQ didn't let that contract distract him. That the Ravens did not pick up that 5th-year option, but he still went out here and balled. He still went out here and showed you that him and Roquan are the 2 best duo linebackers in the game right now. And, you know, shout out to Roquan. This was the best trade that the Ravens ever did so far. But getting Roquan Smith to come over here and play with us and playing just like a Raven. He's balling. He's showing that his style of physicality, man, is glad to see and is glad to watch and is glad that he's a Raven. You know what I mean? Lamar Jackson is showing that he's elevated as a great quarterback that he is now. I gave y'all the stats early in the show and why that LJ is pretty much should be a Pro Bowler. You know what I mean? Justin Madubuike having a great season in the interior line, man. Having double-digit sacks this year. Having a streak going for a long period of time. So shout out to Justin Madubuike, man. It's like, you know, that's what I said. Yo, shout out to all 7 of those guys, man. Y'all had a phenomenal year, and I really think that the Pro Bowl won't be the stop for us. It's going to be the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? I got my fingers crossed on that, man. I really feel like that this is the team that you don't want to see in the playoffs. You got to come to the bank. It's going to be cold here at the bank, you feel me? So a lot of teams that's not built for the cold, look at the Miami Dolphins, how they felt when they came up here to the bank last week. So I really feel like that this is the team to beat, man. This is not the same team from 2019. This is the same team. This is a new team, a new scheme, a new offensive coordinator, a quarterback that has opened up Pandora's box to a lot of people. The defense is playing off the charts. My eyes is the number 1 defense in the league, and takeaways, sacks, scoring. You know what I mean? So you just see that this team is not the same 2019 team. You know what I mean? This is not where Lamar had to do everything. He has weapons around him. He has big play ability around him, and he just got we just signed and added a new playmaking ability. So with all this, man, it just seems like the Ravens are set up for success and will be in the Super Bowl this year. You feel me? So that's all I have for y'all on this, man. Like I said, it's glad for me to be back. It's glad for me to go ahead and kick out my episode, man, and finally catch y'all up to what I have been saying. You feel me? Make sure y'all check out the Ravens game today at 4:30 against the Steelers on ABC/ESPN. I guarantee you that it's going to be an interesting game, and I really feel like that the Ravens will win today against the Steelers 17-14. That's my prediction score. You feel me? Make sure, if you're not already, subscribe to the Grid Network. That'd be different, you feel me? If you're tired of that same old sports stuff that you see on other networks and stuff like that, and you just need something different. You want to hear different opinions, you feel me? Come to the Grid Network. That'd be different because I guarantee it's going to have you seeing different opinions in different settings. You feel me? Because not only you will get from at the Bank of Baltimore Ravens or MTMO, you feel me? You got Carving It Up with Bryson Carver. You got All Evens podcast. You got the 8 o'clock spot. You feel me? We have plethora of different shows and different content creators on this network, yo. And I guarantee you will not be disappointed on this network. Real dope quality, you feel me? So, like I said, man, go check out those other podcasts and check out my other podcasts. Check out the Grid Network. Subscribe. I guarantee you're going to love it here. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? Make sure y'all go ahead and go to the Clothing Apparel. Go to the website. You know what I mean? Just run the ratings and the views up. You feel me? That's all it is. Just run our views up. You feel me? Because we just trying out here trying to make it. Trying to get our points across. You feel me? It looks like I got another comment real quick before we get out of here. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I most definitely will tell her happy birthday once she get back in town. I'm the only one that came back. She's still out there celebrating her birthday because you already know next Saturday is my birthday, dogs. Be out here in these streets. No, I'm playing around. You might catch me out here though. But like I said, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. I appreciate for everybody that hopped in the comments, was able to participate in today's show, yo. Like I said, make sure y'all go tell a friend who can be a friend, who wants to be a friend, that the Grid Network, the At the Bank podcast is here, and we ain't going nowhere, you feel me? So, as always, big trust, because why would you trust anything else? I holla.